Huh? How am I supposed to compete with these guys? Look, they're literally like shredded lettuce. Also, don't ask me why my shirt's off, it's bloody boiling. See, it's very hard to compare yourself to these guys. Because as you can see from these lovely people, they started off skinny, and then as they started to work out, they just got muscular because they had no fat on them. Whilst for someone like me, when I started out being skinny fat, I couldn't really relate to these guys because I didn't start out really skinny. I started out skinny fat. In both these cases, you have no muscle, but one is significantly leaner than the other. So therefore, when you start out really lean and then you do show a lot of progress through your gains, then it's going to give you a bit more of a boost than not seeing it when you have a bit more fat on you. So then again, you have to think about your perspective and where you're starting out. And also, we're not all 1 in a million.
Very slim. 1 in a million, it's not often that can happen. It happens 1 in a million.
If you're waiting for some sort of body transformation with Zyzz type techno music, then you'll have to wait. Maybe to the end of the video. Yeah. But no, my transformation is as simple as any. I just wanted to get better, and it took me a while to do so. So let's see. So when I was younger, I was the fat kid. I was the chubby boy that a lot of people thought would be cool to make fun of. Don't worry, I'll narrow resentment. Look, kids are just dickheads. Like, there's nothing more to that. When I was younger and now, I had a lot of aspirations. I was inspired by many things, such as these dons. Yeah, Hulk and Superman. And what ideals are they? They're effing strong. Like, if you've read about it, watched films about them, they're just beasts. And that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be an absolute beast. But as I got older and I started going through puberty, I went from the chubby kid to the string bean. As you can see here. Yeah, God, who's he? Instead of talking about the gym, how about we actually get in the gym and lift some heavy ass weight? Kind of heavy. Okay, that was nice, especially with my new grip variation, so that's pretty cool. So I'm here at my bench, and I thought this would be a very good spot to explain my lifting journey. So I started lifting when I was 15, so I joined the gym, basically got inducted and just kind of did the basic accessory movements on the machines because I wasn't allowed to do compound until I was 16. And when I turned 16, that was 2021, so we were still in a bit of, the pandemic. But when gyms finally reopened, I was then allowed to do compounds. Brother, what is that form? I thought I was sitting depth, bro. That's very parallel. And I was even wearing my school shoes. If that isn't aura farming, I don't know what is. I did a learn to lift course with my close friend Connor, who used to be my coach. And he taught me the compounds and I fell in love with them.
because for a long time I always wanted to get stronger, and I think that was with a insecurity of mine, is that I would never be strong enough for myself or protect the ones that I wanted to protect. And especially me idolizing superheroes and all that stuff there, I just wanted to get stronger. And doing the compounds, I found powerlifting, and then when I was 17, so 2022, I was like, let's try and do a powerlifting competition. So a lot of people asked me, do I powerlift? I said no. They asked me why not, because I always thought, oh, I'm not at a level to do it. But as I went on, a lot of people said, you should still try to do it, because there's no harm in doing it. There's no harm putting your best foot forward and still competing, because that's more than most people do. So I thought, okay, f it. So in September of 2023, did my first powerlifting competition, and that went well.
Stick with it! Stick with it! Come on! Finish it! Finish it! Finish it!
And I still cringe to this day.
And I've been in love with it ever since. I love lifting, I love feeling good, feeling strong, and I'm just trying to chase that feeling of getting a 3 rep max or pushing past a plateau. I haven't hit any plateaus yet because I'm still very early on, but I'm just really enjoying the journey so far. And I think that's what a lot of people should do. You should enjoy the journey, because a lot of people start the gym now in order to compete, whilst they should really get the love first and then decide whether they should compete a lot. Because competing it's a lot, it's a whole lifestyle. So I'd say really enjoy what you do before you actually decide to compete in something professional. And that's what I'm doing now. I love lifting, I love getting stronger, and I love the people I'm meeting along the way. So powerlifting has really changed my perspective on myself and other things. I feel stronger, I feel confident, and I feel like I can do anything. And I'm going to be competing more, because why not?
I am just not a beautiful physique, I'm also a powerlifter, as you probably may know. So my starting 1 rep maxes that I tested around January of 2023, my 1 rep on the deadlift was about 135 kilos, my 1 rep on the bench press was 70 kilos, and my 1 rep on the squats was 100 kilos. September of 2023 I did my first powerlifting competition. I recommend you check out this video. It's old but gold. And essentially in this video, I bombed out a lot of my final lifts. I lifted 115 kilos, benched 77.5 kilos, and deadlifted 145 kilos, being an absolutely dominating total of 337.5 kilos. After going into an off-season really trying to nail down the lifts that I did miss, I finally competed again in April of 2024, being mainly a redemption arc for me. I did film it, but I didn't really make it into a video because it wasn't really too interesting for me there, but I got my lifts back. I squatted 120 kilos, benched 80 kilos, and deadlifted 150 kilos. That came down to a whopping total of 350 kilos, a 12.5 kilo jump from last time, and at the time, if they classed me as under 18 and kept me in the under 66 kilo category, I would have only been 5 kilo off from getting the qualifying total, which I think is pretty nuts. Then a whole year later, I just dedicated my craft of getting better, finally competing in March of 2025. I got bigger, I got stronger going into the under 74 categories, but I was still in the end of the 60 kilos, so I had a good ratio. In that competition, I squatted 142.5 kilos, benched 90 kilos. It was a failed lift, but many say it's a good lift, so I'll still take it, and then deadlifted 165 kilos. That would be 397.5 kilos, being 47.5 kilos more than what I did last time in over a year, but I still had way more left in the tank. In present day, I now surpassed my competition lifts. I squatted 142 kilos for 3 reps, deadlifted 165 kilos for 5 reps, Haven't really benched 90 in a while, but when I did 87.5 kilos, I got it for 4 reps. So I've definitely increased a good amount of strength. Obviously my body weight has gone up, but it's been very slow and mainly just strength gains. I've started with a new powerlifting coach, shout out to Ollie, and I'm really excited to see where he can take me, where I can take myself, now actually being properly trained by someone in the space. So I'm very excited to see where this thing go, and more powerlifting videos in the future. Yeah, buddy. Hello people, I thought I'd give you the current physique now, so yeah, before I eat anything. So here it is, yeah, here's the physique, you know, nothing too crazy. This is me relaxed. Nothing too sad. I've definitely packed on some good size because I'm 72 kilos now. I feel like I've just blown up in the last 2 weeks. 1 in a million. But yeah, I'm really happy with where my body is at now. But let's see what it look like with a juicy pump.
Come on, finish it, finish it.
Hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little journey into my backstory and why I got into the gym and why I will continue to train. I wanted this to be more than a transformation video. I want to show my lifts because that's the main thing I'm passionate about. But obviously a transformation is very nice and very cheeky. And I also wanted to give you guys a massive thank you for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 people potentially watch my videos. 30,000 views at the time of recording this on my previous video. Thank you guys so much. I honestly have not many words to say other than thank you guys so much. Giving me the opportunity to potentially help a lot of people and get my creativity out there is just a blessing. So hopefully I can do you guys proud and just keep on trekking on. So thanks for watching this video and until the next one. Bye.
Very slim. 1 in a million. It's not often that can happen. It happens 1 in a million.